Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss another subject of debunking anti-communist. And the subject is going to be mud pie. With that, I'll turn the subject to my grandson, Tristan. Go ahead, Tristan.
All right, thank you. So as my grandfather just said, today we're going to be continuing our series on debunking anti-communist arguments. And specifically today we wanted to address the mud pie argument, which is basically supposed to be a refutation of Marx's labor theory of value, which if you're not familiar with it, we've done a video in the past about it, so make sure to check that out if you're not familiar. Anyway, basically, the mud pie argument is supposed to be a refutation of the labor theory of value. And basically, the mud pie argument goes like this. So basically, in the labor theory of value, Marx says that value, the value of products, is created from the amount of time and effort and labor put into them, right? So basically, the mud pie argument, it seeks to refute this view by saying that, okay, well, what if you just went out in your backyard and you dug a hole, you got like a ton of dirt, and you just made a bunch of mud pies? And you were out there for like 6 hours, it was some hard work, digging that hole, getting that dirt, to make the mud pie. But, that doesn't mean that the mud pies have any actual value because, who's going to want to buy a mud pie, right? The mud pie is not going to be of any use to anyone. Even though you put a lot of time and effort and hard work into it, it's not going to be of any value or any use. So, therefore, Marx's labor theory of value is inaccurate. It's flawed. Now, this argument, in my opinion, it has one very big misconception about Marx's labor theory of value and what Marx meant with the labor theory of value. So Marx, when explaining the labor theory of value, he specifically says that value is created by socially necessary time and labor and effort. So basically what that would mean is like time and effort that is necessary for society to keep running. So like some examples of socially necessary labor would be like, making shoes. And obviously making shoes, people need shoes that they can wear so they can walk comfortably. Or, producing food, like producing bread, if you're a farmer, for example, tilling wheat. Those would all be examples of socially necessary labor because it actually provides something of value and of use to society. So labor that is not socially necessary, Marx says, wouldn't actually produce any value. So the mud pie arguments, in my opinion, it kind of misunderstands a fundamental aspect of Marx's labor theory of value and just kind of disregards this fundamental aspect that in order for time and effort and labor to be valuable and it needs to be socially necessary. So yeah, that would pretty much wrap up the arguments, wrap up the subject, and wrap up the video as a whole. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.